Good morning. In our last class, I was talking about variable loads. Then I was talking about our load curve. Okay, there we have discussed about daily load curve, monthly load curve, and yearly load curve. After that, we have talked about or discussed about different factors. Okay, which are in a concern with our load curve. Okay. Now I want to talk about our load duration curve. Okay, we have to continue this. Okay, with load duration curve now. Okay. So now I want to talk about what is load curve. So when the load curves with different time intervals, or when the load curves, or when the load for different time intervals are arranged in order of descending magnitude, then the curves that are obtained is called load duration curve. Okay, so that means here we are arranging the loads or or a demand of in a descending order with respect to time. Okay, so that means maximum demand uh, will be in our left hand side, then next to that will be the next demand, then next to that will be the next demand, and the least demand will be plotted at the last right hand side of the, or most right hand side of the plot. Okay, so now coming to the plot by which you can understand. So see this plot. Okay, so in this plot I am showing here this is our load curve. Okay, and this is our load duration curve. See, so this is a curve which I have shown for what this is our axis and this is load in megawatt. Okay, so this load curve I have shown for 24 hours. Okay, from 0 to 24 hours. Okay, and here I am showing the load in megawatt, which is from 0 to 25 megawatt. Okay, the load is in 0 to 25 megawatt I am showing. Okay, so see the diagram of load curve. So for these 4 hours, okay, the load is of 5 megawatt. Okay, so when we are plotting the load curve, we are plotting the load curve in a sequence of time. Okay, so for these first 4 hours, that is our load demand is, our load consumption value is 5 megawatt. So according to I plotted, then for the next 4 hours, from 4 to 8 hours. Okay, so that is the demand is they are at 15 megawatt, which is plotted. Then from 8 to 16. Okay, this is for 8 hours, the demand was 20 megawatt, which is plotted. Then after that 16 to 24, the demand was 5 megawatt again. So according to I have plotted for load curve. But when we are coming to understand it in load duration curve, or when we are coming to talk about our load duration curve, I told you that the load curve with respect to time will be arranged in a descending magnitude. Okay, so for that here we have to arrange the load in a descending order. Obviously this axis will carry this axis will carry the load in megawatt, which is 0 to 25, and here this is our time, which is 0 to 24. Okay, now this is 0 to 24 hour. Now what is our aim? We have to arrange this load in a descending order way. So the from the beginning we have to keep our maximum demand, then after that the next and next demand, then after the next demand we have to plot. Okay, so what is our maximum demand, that is our 20 megawatt. So this will be drawn first, because we have to arrange the load curve in a descending order by which you can get load duration curve. So first our maximum demand is 20 megawatt, and what is the duration, that is for 8 hours. So when I am plotting the load duration curve, okay, see, for 8 hours the demand was 20 megawatt, and first I have drawn this, okay, when I am plotting the load duration curve. Then after that, what is the next demand? The next demand is our 15 megawatt, and the duration of demand is 4 hours. Okay, so I have to keep the next demand then after the maximum demand. So this is our next demand, and duration is of 4 hours. So from 8 to 12, okay, from 8 to 12, that is for 4 hours, I have to show you for 15 megawatt consumption. Okay, then after, what is the next consumption? Then the next highest consumption is 5 megawatt, which is the last consumption value or least consumption value, and the value is 5 megawatt, and the time duration for 5 megawatt is what? This is 16 to 24, that is for 8, and this is for 4 hours, total 12 hours. So from 12 to, when I have to show it in load curve or load duration curve, okay, so I have to draw it from 12 to 24, which is for next 12 hours. The power consumption is what? 5 megawatt, which is the least consumption. So after that, after the second highest, I have done the least value here, 5 megawatt. So this way, so three variety of demands are there, that is our 20 megawatt, then 15 megawatt, then 10 megawatt. So I have drawn the load according to our descending order with respect to their duration. So this plot we are getting after the drawn according to the descending order of load curve. So this is our load duration curve. Okay, I think you can understand now what is the difference between load and load duration, load curve and load duration curve now. Okay. Now for some assumptions may be noted about load duration curve. Okay, or some points, some points may be noted. Note on load duration curve. Load duration curve. Okay, so I can note here that the load duration curve gives the data in a more presentable form. The load duration curve gives the data in a more presentable form. Okay, it is readily shows the number of hours during which the given load has been prevailed. Okay, so in our next note I can write that the area under load duration curve, the area under load duration curve, okay, the area under load duration curve is equal okay, to that of the corresponding load curve. Okay, because by the help of load curve only we are drawing the load duration curve obviously. So obviously here under daily load duration curve, which is in kilowatt hour, will give the units generated on that day. Okay, so similarly the same thing or the area under the load duration curve will also show you the kilowatt hour, which is the units generated on the same day. Okay, now our next note we can write here, the load duration curve can be extended to include any period of time. The load duration curve can be extended. The load duration curve can be extended, okay, to include okay, any period of time, any period of time. Okay, so by laying out of the that is from 0 hours to 8760 hours, which is in a year, the variation and distribution of demand for an entire year can be summarized in one curve. Okay, and the curve thus obtained is called annual load duration curve. Okay, for annum we can tell here the load duration curve for a annum analysis is called annual load duration curve. Okay, so this is all about our load curve, load duration curve, and there are different factors. Okay, now there are different terms and factors. Okay, now coming to the types of load in our power system. Okay, now coming to discuss about the types of load, okay, on power station. Okay, so when we are coming to discuss about the types of load, it may be domestic load or it may be commercial load. These are the types of load, okay, which are connected in our power system. Okay, so the first one, it may be domestic load, it may be commercial load, it may be industrial load, it may be municipal load, okay, or it may be irrigation load, or it may be traction load. So when I am discussing about domestic load, okay, when I am discussing about domestic, if I am talking about domestic load, okay, so I can tell you that the domestic load consists of lights, fans, refrigerators, heaters, okay, televisions, washing machines, okay, and small motors which are used for pumping of the water. Okay, so these are the domestic loads. Okay, and when I'm talking about this kind of load, normally most of the residential load are these types. Okay, these type of loads are normally used by a residential person. Okay, and most of the residential load occurs only for some hours during the day. Okay, here I am talking about domestic load, means this is the residential load. Okay, and normally this kind of load occurs only for some hours only. Okay, for some hours only on a day. Okay, so For example, that is lighting load occurs during the night time only, and domestic appliance load occurs for only a few hours. Like suppose we are talking about the pump motor, small motor we are using in our domestic load, that is used only at the time of water pumping only. Okay, similarly this way we are using the load. Okay, so for this reason the load factor is very low. Okay, for this reason the domestic, for this reason of domestic load, the load factor of domestic load is very low, which may be 10 to 12 percentage only, 10 percentage to 12 percentage only. Next come to discuss about our commercial load. Okay, so when you are coming to talk about our commercial load, okay, so this kind of load consists of lighting for shops. Okay, lighting for shops, and fans and electric appliances are used also. Fans and electric appliances are also used. AC, air conditioner and all that also used in restaurants. Okay, and in VIP shops we are using ACs and all that. Okay, so this class of load occurs for more hours in comparison to domestic load. The commercial load occurs more hours during the day as compared to the domestic load. So the commercial load has seasonal variation. Okay, the commercial load may have seasonal variation. The commercial load may have seasonal variation. So when it is summer, you are using cooler, fan, refrigerator, AC and all that. But when it is winter, we are not using our AC and all that, or coolers, etc. Also, so we are also not using fans. Okay, so obviously light purposes loads are used, whether it is winter, summer, or any kind of season. So when I am talking about the commercial load, here definitely some seasonal variation will be occur due to the extensive use of air conditioner and space heaters. Okay, so now I am coming about industrial load. Industrial load. Okay, so when I am coming to discuss about industrial load, I can tell you that this kind of load consists of load demand by industries. Okay, there is a load demand by industries, and the magnitude of industrial load depends upon the type of industry. It will depend upon the type of industry. The magnitude of load will depend upon the types of industry it is. Okay, so depends upon the type of industry, the magnitude of load will be depend upon. So the small scale industries require load up to 500, or the small scale industries require load up to that is The small scale industries require load up to 25 kilowatt. Okay, this is the required for small scale industries. Okay, and similarly for medium scale industries, medium scale, the demand may be, that will be between 25 kilowatt and 100 kilowatt, 25 kilowatt to 100 kilowatt. Okay, and when it is large scale industries, it will require above large scale industries. For large scale industries, the power requirement will be above 500 kilowatt. Okay, so industrial loads are generally not weather dependent. Okay, industrial loads are not weather dependent. Okay, now coming to discuss about municipal law. Municipal load. Okay, when I am talking about municipal load, this kind of load consists of, okay, street lighting, power required for water supply, power required for municipal water supply, okay, and drainage purposes, So this is the demand by municipal. And normally street lighting loads are practically constant throughout the hours of the night. Okay, municipal load, when I'm talking about street lights, these are constant throughout the night. Okay, and for water supply, water is pumped to overhead tanks by pumps driven by electric motors. So pumping is carried out during the off-peak period when it is municipal load. The water pumping by motor, by motors when it is municipal load will be carried at the time of what? Off-peak period. Okay, so usually occurring during the night. Normally the off-peak period is normally it is night. Okay, so this helps to improve the load factor. So municipal load helps to improve the load factor, of the power system. Clear? Now I am coming to discuss about irrigation load. Irrigation load. Okay, so this type of load is the electric power needed, okay, for pumps driven by motors. Electric power needed for pumps electric power needed for pumps driven by motors, or pumps driven by motors, okay, to supply water to field, to supply water to field, okay, when it is irrigational load. So generally this type of load is supplied for 12 hours during night only, okay. So irrigation load is generally irrigation loads, okay, is supplied in supplied for 12 hours in night only, or during the night only, clear. Now coming to discuss about our traction load. So coming to discuss about the traction load, this type of load, that is our traction load, includes trams, okay, or tram cars, okay, trolley buses, railways, etc. Okay, this class of load has wide variation is there, and during the morning hour it reaches peak value when it is traction load. During the morning hour it reaches its peak value, okay. So during morning hour it reaches its peak value because people have to go to their work or office, okay. So after morning hour the load starts decreasing. After morning hour the load starts decreasing and again rises during the evening time, and again rises during the evening time. Since the people starts coming back to their home at the time of evening, okay. Now coming to discuss about some questions and their solutions, okay. So our first question is, the maximum demand on a power station is 100 megawatt, and if the annual load factor is 40%, calculate the total energy generated in a year. So this is our first question. You have to go for solution. So solution to our first question. So read the question carefully, okay. So here actually you have to calculate what the energy generated per year. So when I am doing the solution, okay, I can write what is the question. We have to solve for energy generated okay, for year. per year. So we can write the energy generated per year. The formula for it is, that is maximum demand, okay, into load power factor, into hours in a year, okay. So this is the formula for energy generated per year. So we know that according to our question, what is the maximum demand? So I can write energy generated per year can be written as, that is our maximum demand is what, 100 megawatt. So 100 into 10 to the power what, 3 in form of kilowatt I am writing, into our annual factor is what, annual load factor is what, 40%. So we have to multiply it by 0.4 into the number of hours in a year, okay. So what is the number of hours in a year? That is our 24 into 365, that is our 8760. So after solving, we can get the answer as 3504, okay, into 10 to the power 5 kilowatt hour, okay. So this is the answer for our first question. Next, come to the next question. So come to our next question. Our next question is, a 100 megawatt power station delivers 100 megawatt for 2 hours, okay, then 50 megawatt for 6 hours, and is shut down for the rest of each day. It is also shut down for maintenance for 45 days each year. Calculate its annual load factor, okay. So now I want to come for solution, okay. So read the question carefully and observe the given data. So as when I am coming to calculate the demand factor and load factor, okay. So coming for the solution here, okay. So energy supplied for each working day, we have to calculate first. Energy supplied for each working day, that can be written as, okay, 100 megawatt for 2 hours. So 100 into 2 as per the question, then plus the rest 50 megawatt for 6 hours, 50 into 6, okay, that will be energy supplied for each working day is what, 500 what, megawatt hour, okay. Now the station operates for how many days? The station is operated for how many days? Because it is shut down for maintenance for 45 days as per the question. So the station operates for, the power station operates for how many days? 365 minus 45 is equal to 320 days, okay. Now energy supplied per year, suppose I have to calculate. So per day, what is the energy supplied? We have calculated, that is 500 megawatt hour. So and how many days the generating power station is operated? 320 days. So energy supplied energy supplied per year can be calculated as 500 into what, 320 days, okay, in a year. So that will be equal to 1,60,000 megawatt hour, okay. So this is the energy supplied per year. Now I want to calculate the annual load factor, okay. As per the question, I have to calculate the annual load factor, okay. So annual load factor will be calculated as megawatt hour supplied per annum divided by maximum demand, okay, maximum demand in megawatt into what, working hours. So we can write now, for the solution we can write what is the maximum or what is the megawatt hour supplied per annum, that is we have calculated 1,60,000. so annual load factor will be, so LF will be, by putting the data I can write 1,60,000 divided by what is the maximum demand in megawatt hour. What is the maximum demand in megawatt? That is 100, okay, into the operating hours is 320 into 24, okay, and obviously it will be multiplied by 100 for the percentage understanding. So after using the calculator, when you are calculating the value by using these magnitudes, then it will come as 20 point, the answer will be 20.8%, which is annual load factor. So here we have calculated the annual load factor as 20.8%. Come to discuss our next question. So our next question is, a generating station has a maximum demand of 25 megawatt, a load factor of 60%, and a plant capacity factor of 50%, and a plant use factor of 72%. Now we have to find the reserve capacity of the plant, then we have to find the daily energy produced, and the next one we have to find maximum energy that could be produced daily if the plant while running as per schedule were fully loaded, okay. So read the question carefully, understand the given data, okay, note the given data. Now then come to do for solution. So come to for solution. So what we have to find out load factor first. According to the question, we have to find out load factor. So what is load factor? That is our average demand by maximum demand, okay. So what is the load factor value? Okay, it is given the load factor as 60%. So I can write 0.60 is 60%. So I can write 0.60 is equal to average demand, okay, by what is the maximum demand? That is 25. Maximum demand is 25 megawatt. So So in the place of maximum demand I am writing 25 in per megawatt. Now the average demand will be what? So from this I can calculate the average demand will be what? That will be is equal to 25 into 0.60, which will be equal to 15 megawatt. Okay. Now calculate the plant capacity factor. Now we know the plant capacity factor is what? Average demand by plant capacity. Average demand by plant capacity. So if I want to write the plant capacity, okay, because in our first option we have to find out the reserve capacity, so for that we have to find out plant capacity. So if I want to find out our plant capacity, so we can write that is average demand by plant capacity factor. And we know that the plant capacity factor is what? The plant capacity factor is given as 50% in the question. So just put the value average demand and plant capacity factor. So average demand is 15 and plant capacity factor is 0.5. So our answer is 30 megawatt. So our plant capacity is what? 30 megawatt. Now we can find out our first solution, that is reserve capacity factor. Okay, now we can find out reserve capacity. Our reserve capacity of plant, that will be plant capacity minus maximum demand. So it will be, can be written as 30 minus 25. Okay, so our maximum demand is given, that is 25 megawatt, and the plant capacity was calculated as 30 megawatt. So it will be what? Our reserve capacity will be 5 megawatt. Okay, now come to the next solution, daily energy produced. So in our second option we have to write daily energy produced. Daily energy produced can be written as average demand into 24 hours. So what is the average demand? That is already calculated, that is 15 into 24. So what will be the value? So 360 megawatt hour. The unit is 360 megawatt hour. Okay, now the next one we have to find out our maximum energy that could be produced. So for the third solution I can write the maximum energy that could be produced, which can be written as our actual energy produced in a day by plant use factor. Okay, so we know that the plant use factor is 72%. So just put the data. Already we have calculated the daily energy generated value. So actual energy produced per day is it is calculated 360 megawatt hour, and the plant is capacity factor is 72%, so that is 0.72. Just put the data, so we can write the maximum energy that could be produced is can be written as 360 divided by 0.72, which will be 500 megawatt per day. The maximum energy that could be produced is 500 megawatt hour. So this is our solution for the third question. This question we may solve. Okay, now I am coming to this question. Okay, so the question is, a power station has the following daily load cycle, that is time in hours is given, that is 6 to 8 hours, then 8 to 12 hours, then 12 to 16 hours, then 16 to 20 hours, then 20 to 24 hours, then again 24 to 6 hours. So this is the daily load cycle timing. So the respective load accordingly will be in megawatt, which are 20, 40, 60, 20, 50 and 20 for other times respectively. So plot the load curve and load duration curve here, and also calculate the energy generated per day. Okay, so this is the question. So already I have discussed how to plot the load curve and load duration curve when the time and load is given. Okay, the time in hours and load in megawatt is given. Okay, so according to the respective time and load in megawatt, we have to plot the load curve and load duration curve. Similarly, as per the question I have discussed now, or I told you now, so according to the question's data, that is time in hours and load in megawatt, you have to draw the plot which is for load curve, and our first plot will be for load curve, then the next plot will be for load duration curve. So coming to the solution. So here suppose I want to plot the load curve. Okay, so obviously I have to take the time I have to take time. The maximum demand is here 60 megawatt, so 0 to 10, 20 megawatt, then till 60 megawatt. Okay, here megawatt, load is in megawatt. Similarly, this is time in hours. Okay, so I can write here that is 0 from the starting point, that is 0, then 4, then 8, then 12, 16, okay, 20 and 24. Okay, I can write in this way. So as per the question, see, for 20, for 6 to 8 hours, okay, time in hours. Okay, 6 to 8 hours, the load is 20. Okay, again that is so again I am plotting This is 0, 4, plotting the daily load curve. Okay, so this is 0, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20 and 24. Okay, here I can write 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 and 60. All are in, the load is in megawatt and this is time in hours. Okay, so now I am according to data for 6 to 8, that is the load is 20 megawatt, and from again that is from, it is given that from 24 to 6, that is also 20 megawatt. So first I have to draw from 6 to 8. So here 6, I can tell this point is 6. So this is, I have drawn, that is not 10, that is 20. Okay, that is 20. Again from 8 to 12, that is 40. Again 8 to 12, that is 40. 8 to 12, that is 40. Okay, then 12 to 16, that is 60. 12 to 16, that is our 60. 12 to 16, that is our 60. Then 16 to 20, again it is 20 megawatt. 16 to 20, again it is 20 megawatt. Okay, then 20 to 24, it is what? 20 to 24, it is 50 megawatt. Okay, it is 50 megawatt. 20 to 24, 20 to 24, it is 50 megawatt. Then 24 to 6, it is 24 to 6, it is 20 megawatt. So this will be continue here, that is 24 means 0. So here it will be 24 to 6, that is 20 megawatt. So this is the plot of load curve. Okay, now I can plot here load duration curve. So see the load curve, so accordingly I can plot the load duration curve. So obviously this is our time. We can write 0, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20 and 24. Okay, so this is in hour, and here megawatt, the load is in megawatt. That is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 and 60 megawatt. Okay, so we know that when we have to plot the load duration curve, that will be in a descending order. We have to show the load in descending order. So what is the highest load first? That is 60 megawatt. How many hours? That is for 4 hours. So for 4 hours, the load is 60 megawatt. Then next 4 hours, next highest is 50 megawatt, that is also for 4 hours. So for the next height I have to draw, that is also for 4 hours, that is 50 megawatt. Then the next highest load is that is 40 megawatt, and that is also for 4 hours. Okay, the next highest is 40, that is also for 4 hours. Okay, then the next highest load is 20 megawatt, which is for 12 hours. So the next, that is 20 megawatt, which is for 12 hours. So this is our load duration curve. So now we have to find out the energy generated from this curve. Okay, either we can consider the load curve or load duration curve. Okay, so now we have to calculate the energy generated, okay, per day. We can calculate here. So area in kilowatt hour under daily load curve. Okay, suppose I am considering the daily load curve. So obviously what will be that? Area under daily load curve. The unit is kilowatt hour. So it will be, I can write, that is 10 to the power 3 in kilowatt form I want to write. Okay, so megawatt is converted into kilowatt form. So 10 to the power 3 is the common, then 20 into how many hours, that is 8 hours, then plus 40 is how many hours into 4 hours, then 60 is for how many hours, 60 into 4. Okay, then 20 is how many hours, again 20 into 4, then our 50 is for how many hours, that is for 50 into 4 hours. So after calculation we can write here that the units generated per day is, after calculation we can write 840 into 10 to the power 3 kilowatt hour. Similarly, if we consider the load duration curve also, then also we can solve the same thing, that is units generated per day. So according to load duration curve, that is also we can write area under daily load duration curve. So I can write here, that is take the common 10 to the power 3 when I am writing kilowatt form, the unit in kilowatt form. So it will be 60 is the highest, that is for 4 hours. Then the next highest is 50, which is for 4 hours. Then the 40 is for 4 hours. Then the next one is 20 is for 12 hours from the load duration curve. Again here also the answer will be 840 into 10 to the power 3 kilowatt hour. This is the unit of energy generated per day. So this is all about our numericals. Okay, you can proceed for you can do some more numericals from your textbook and reference book. Okay, I think we have to stop here. Thank you very much.